Hello everybody, this is Kevin once again with SimpleForexTester.com. As part of the multi-time frame update, I actually went a little bit further. I know a lot of people like to use this thing called a period converter with MetaTrader 4, and what this allows you to do is create your own custom time frames. Now the script comes with MetaTrader 4 normally, but what I did is incorporated that into Simple Forex Tester to make it even that much more powerful. What the period converter allows you to do is simply apply it to a chart and tell it what multiple you would like to use. For example, if you wanted to create a 2-hour chart, which is not a standard chart, but nevertheless you could create it and trade off of it, you would apply the period converter to a 1-hour chart and give it a multiple of 2, basically saying times everything by 2. So once again, if you were to apply the period converted to a 1-hour chart and say 3, then it would create a 3-hour chart for you. I incorporated that directly into Simple Forex Tester. So let's take a look at how that works. So inside of the tester settings, I'll come over here to Expert Properties, and making sure that Simple Forex Tester version 2 is selected. And in the expert properties, we have a couple of different variables that we can change. The first 3 are simply labels. You don't need to change those at all. Use multi-time frame. If you set this to true, then you can actually use multiple time frames, and the video prior to this one shows you how to do that. Custom time frame settings is what we're interested in now. So if you by default this is set to false, but if you set this to true, it'll create a custom time frame for you. And what you do here is you give it the multiple in which you wish to convert it. So as an example, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 4. And these are whole numbers now. Yeah, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up as high as you want to go. You cannot do 1.5 or 1.7 or anything like that. So just keep that in mind whenever you're creating this. So now I'm going to leave this at 4, and I'm going to be running a test on a 5-minute chart. And what this is going to do is create a 20-minute chart for me. And now I know that's not something that you would probably want to do, trade off a 20-minute chart. You can if you want to, but this is just an example. So I'm going to leave this at true, and I'm going to leave this at 4. So remember, if I'm testing on a 5-minute chart, it's going to multiply that rather, by this number here. So 5 minutes times 4 is 20 minutes. So it'll create a 20-minute chart for me where every bar is 20 minutes worth of time. So once again, just simply make sure this is set to true if you'd like to use this feature, and then set this to the period you would like to convert, and simply click OK. And then at this point, make sure you selected your proper time frame. Once again, I'm going to select a 5-minute chart. That way I can create a 20-minute chart. And at this point, simply click Start. Now it's going to do what Simple Forex Tester normally does: build all the data. It'll say Program Startup OK. Click the OK button. You see on the left here, it's going to be building your time frames, building 15, and then it's going to go to 30, and then hourly, and so on, all the way up to monthly. This is because I chose to do multi-time frame as well. So let's give it a couple of minutes, daily, weekly, and then it's going to go to monthly. And as soon as this is done, it's going to automatically start running the test. Okay, so now the test is running. You can speed it up and slow it down as you see fit. But now let's go ahead and open an offline chart. Now, just the same way you do with multi-time frame, you're going to go to File, Open Offline, and we're testing the pound US dollar, so it'll be pound US dollar underscore TST, remember. So we're going to go down pound US dollar underscore TST, and look what we have here, a 20-minute chart. So pound US dollar underscore TST, and it'll say minute 20. So simply double click it, and there you go. Here's a 20-minute chart that we can trade off of. Now you can further confirm this fact by clicking on the data window. If you don't see the data window already, it's the little crosshair. You can click it, it'll show you your data window, and if you'll notice, the times go up by 20 minutes each. 5:40, and the time being here. 4:40, 5, 5:20, 40, and then 6 o'clock, and then 6:20 and 40 and 7 o'clock, and so on. So each one of these candles is now 20 minutes, and you successfully created a multi-time frame, or a not only a multi-time frame test, but you're also doing a completely custom period, which again you can normally do in MetaTrader 4 with the use of that period converter script, but now you can actually do it inside a simple forex tester as well. So now I've got this 5-minute chart that I can trade off of. I've got a 20-minute custom chart that I can also do technical analysis and trade off of. And since I have multi-time frames set up, I can also go to File, Open Offline, scroll down to the pound US dollar, and pick any one of these charts of the standard multi-time frame charts from minute 1 all the way up to weekly. So I'll pick an hourly chart, and it opens up the hourly chart, and we can trade off of this one now as well. So just tile vertically so we can kind of see here, and here it is, 20-minute chart and the hour chart, and that's really all there is to it.